I am not Fred Durst of Limp Bizkit. With over 1,200 subgenres, there's gotta be more than just your classic rock, your nu metal, and grunge, and those are just a few that I can list off that are pretty like well known in music genres. So I plan to find some and tell you all about them. This is my first long form content in this style. I've privated the other long form content that I've done, so if you have any critiques on my content or something like that, feel free to tell me. If you think there's like some ways that I could improve, I'm totally cool with learning. You know, I want to make my content as enjoyable as possible. So with that said, let's get into what's gonna be like going on with this video. So we're gonna start with some less weird genres, and the more we go, the like more odd and weird that they're gonna get. Kind of like an iceberg video, but instead of going from most known to least known, we're gonna be going from like least weird to most weird. There's not gonna be very many, so if you want a part 2, I could probably do that. If you guys enjoyed this one, I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about these genres either, but if you guys do want a part 2 and you want me to go more in depth on the genres, I'm totally cool with that, and I will. So let's get to our first genre. Gabber is a style of electronic music that is also a hardcore subgenre. It originated in the Netherlands during the 90s, or was at least popularized then. Here's some standouts.
Drop it.
I'm not really too well versed in electronic music, so a lot of it sounds the same to me, but I don't really get where like the hardcore comes in this genre. I'm sure like if you're like watching this and you're more like well versed in this type of stuff, can you like explain that to me? Because I don't really get it. There were like a couple songs, I guess, like where I could kind of see where the hardcore element comes in, but not totally sure. It's also known for having dark themes in the lyrics. I'm also not really sure that people listen to music that sounds like this for the lyrical depth of it all, but you know, I could be wrong. Overall, this was a pretty fun genre. Not really my thing. I wouldn't like add it to my playlist or anything, but if it was like playing at a party, I definitely wouldn't mind. It's definitely better than what my school plays at our dances.
If you see me, you tryna see what's up.
Acid jazz is a type of dance music that combines elements of funk, soul, hip-hop, and
jazz.
While it technically originated in the 50s and 60s, it was really popularized in the 80s during the rare groove movement in London. There's actually a pretty solid chance you've heard some acid jazz before, because you've probably heard this song. And here are some other standouts as well.
Keep on stepping, heads up, don't worry. You get yours, I get mine till the next story.
Eyes are open, the windows of my soul.
From what I heard of acid jazz, it kind of makes me want to start looking into more like jazz and funk music. A lot of the stuff kind of reminded me like just a little bit of like Incubus's early work with their 1999 album, I believe. Yeah, it's a fun genre. I think it's pretty good, and yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out if you want to like get out of your comfort zone, or if you're in your comfort zone and just want more music from your comfort zone. But overall, I'd consider it a playlist worthy genre. It's no secret that black metal tends to be associated with anti-Christian or satanic themes or symbolism, but unblack metal or white metal is the opposite of that. It's basically just Christian black metal. Here are some standouts. It's quite a controversial genre between Christians and black metal fans, as a lot of black metal fans don't think that Christians should be able to make black metal because it kind of goes against what black metal really stands for, with Martin Walkyier of Sabbath stating, "Christian black metal, what do? Do they build churches? Do they repair them? in reference to the black metal church burnings, and Christians tend to disagree with other Christians for associating themselves with that type of genre, with lead singer of more well-known unblack metal band Horde stating, "For the life of me, I will never understand why Christians think they can play black metal. I really don't think they understand what true black metal is." On the opposite side of this argument, Crimson Moonlight vocalist Simon Rosé stated they refuse to call their band unblack metal or white metal, stating, "We play black metal." He goes on to say that a music genre as a whole can't be evil. It's the people making the music. He begins to compare it to a knife. A knife in the hands of a murderer can kill a life, but a knife in the hands of a doctor can save a life. Now, is the knife evil itself? No, it depends on how you use it. The power is in our hands to decide what we want to use the music for. Based on the songs that I listen to in the genre, I don't mind it. I really like the instrumentals in a lot of the tracks, but the style of screaming wasn't really my thing, and a lot of the times the mixing was kind of odd, where like the screaming was like really turned down compared to the instrumentals. But overall, I like some of it, and yeah, so on to the next genre. Gorenoise is a type of noise music that consists of brutal distortion and constant gurgling. It's also typically associated with like disturbing or violent album art, and lyrically there are those similar themes in there with disturbing and violent subjects. Here's some standouts. I meant only one standout because this is one of the most unlistenable genres I've ever heard. If anybody's watching this that actually likes Gorenoise, can you please explain to me like what you enjoy about it? Like, I'm not trying to like make fun of anybody, but I have no idea how you could enjoy something like this. So, not my thing. I don't really want to keep talking about this because I didn't really listen to too much of it. If you're cool with sticking around to the end of this video, I'll link another guy's video where he goes into further detail about what Gorenoise is. While this isn't technically a genre, I thought it'd just be fun to add. Whalecore is a term that is used to describe bands that use whales in their album art, their lyrics, or other stuff of that matter. It started with a band called Mastodon while they were making a concept album called Leviathan based off of Moby Dick. The band struggled to fit it into like a single genre, and so fans just ended up calling it Whalecore. Later on, when whales were mentioned in a band or in their, art or music, lyrics, whatever, it was labeled as Whalecore. Here are some standouts. This is a pretty fun genre, despite it not technically being a genre, and it's kind of hard to like give a general consensus on how I feel about it because it spans across like so many genres. There's like doom metal whalecore, there's metalcore whalecore, stuff like that. So overall, fun genre, and if you're ever bored, I'd give it a shot. You all have heard of non-drowsy psychedelic social pop, right? Oh. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's fine. I just thought you would have. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I kind of struggled to find a actual definition of this genre because there's like only one band in the genre, but from what I've heard, it's more of this like upbeat, pop-focused type of psychedelic rock. Since there's only one band in the genre, there's really not too much to define it, so here are the standouts. The genre isn't really my thing, but I could definitely see how it could appeal to some people. And like I said, I could only find one band since this is a very like underground genre. So, if you like what I showed you, then I guess the controversial new Skinny Pill has, you know, quite a few more songs to look through if that's your thing. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm new to long form content creation, so if you have any critiques or what you think I could have done better, what I should, you know, stop doing, that kind of stuff, then go ahead, leave some suggestions in the comments. Yeah, so if you guys want a part 2, I'll use the critiques I get and apply them to part 2. Thank you so much for watching, and liking and subscribing is always appreciated. And see ya.